So for the year 2013, I think the market's just going to continue to trend upward, probably at the rate that it's going.
I agree. I think that's, we've seen prices increase since October of 2010. It's been a nice slow increase. It has brought home prices up. Inventory is really low. We've eliminated most of our distressed property, our foreclosures and short sales. We really are not seeing a shadow inventory on those foreclosures. So that just helps the typical seller come out. John, you're seeing an increase in construction prices already?
Yes, we are. Lumber, everything across the board is starting to come up.
That's going to be another obstacle in our new construction this year.
Probably be the availability of land and lots to build on. That seems to be one of the issues that a lot of people think that there's just land laying all over out here that they can have calls from all over from back east New York area there, and they just their perception is that we just got signs everywhere for land, and it's not really there. And most of your subdivisions have now been sold off to individual developers that didn't develop the land in the beginning. And there's builder teams that are pretty tight right now, so most of your subdivisions are pretty well locked up. There's still a lot of availability for houses in the 500,000 and up range, though.
Right.
That seems to be one of them that builder teams don't seem to be grouping together, but more or less in the Eagle market, there's still pretty good inventory of lots.
Right. Well, so with Boise and Meridian starting to get kind of, built out, where do you think building's going to push?
Star seems to be very, very large right now. I know there's a lot of my buddies that are in the building industry that have moved out to Star, where we would have never gone to Star back in 05, 06, because you just didn't have to. And now there's lots available there at the right prices.
And part of that push to Star is the new road going in. It's going to connect Highway 16 from Emmett out to Shinden. They're already putting that bridge in, and eventually that's going to connect from Shinden all the way to the freeway. So that'll be a great access from the south side of town through the north end of town, which we don't have other than Eagle Road, which as we all know can be pretty inundated.
And the price of the lots are probably less than half of what they were selling for back in the days of the 05, 06. So and it's and the inventory is a little higher quality of what I saw back in the 05, 06 days. The houses are more or less what we were building in Meridian and have moved out, and the houses are nice.
And what about Kuna?
Cuna's kind of got its own little world out there. I have never built out in Cuna much myself, but I'm sure it's going to be following the trend with the Star market also, because there's so much vacant land out there that probably was absorbed by a lot of developers that now either had to give it back or whatever, and you've got guys that bought the land for the right price now that can develop those lots and get those lots in there at the 30, 35 range is what, and that's back in the days when I started building houses. In the 95, 96 time, that's what we were paying for lots.
How about the South Boise Meridian corridor? Anything coming up there that you know of? Seems like it was taking off for a while. Now it's kind of quieted down again.
There's well, actually the developer of the subdivision here has a subdivision he's developing in that corridor.
Right.
And another good friend of mine, Rod Blask, said has another one that he's going to be doing. And there's quite a few of the different developers that are sitting on land waiting to push the button and making sure that we don't have a little hiccup in our economy here that would cause them any grief. So they're ready to go.
Okay, well that's great. Yeah, because probably last year we've had people that were looking in Boise and Meridian, and just in the last year have found they didn't buy, and now they have found that they almost can't be in Meridian and Boise now, so now they have to go look somewhere else because of the upward trend in prices. So that kind of leaves us to Star, maybe Nampa, and
And
Kuna.
you take a house in Star or in Cuna area, and you can have the same exact house that you could have in Meridian for probably $45,000 to $50,000 less. And when you go to finance, that makes enough of a difference that a person can live there or have to still continue renting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you go out there and build, right?
Sure.
Great. Okay, good.
Yeah, we're building all the way from probably the 250 range all the way up into the actually the multi-million ones actually.
Right.
That we have one over in the Two Rivers area here that's a very nice project for a gentleman out of San Diego.
Okay, good.
Close it down.
Sounds good
See-
for
yeah,
a very
who you
positive
are. See who you
2013.
are.
I'm Jill Self with Core Group Realty.
I'm John Flaherty with Flaherty Custom Homes.
And I'm Angela May with Core Group Realty. And you can find us, you can find Jill and I at househuntersofidaho.com. And you can find John at FlahertyCustomHomes.com.
Yes.
Yep.